Next on the workbench is another failed do-it-yourself Nintendo Switch repair. These guys set out to replace their sticks, and they made a mess of things. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, here you have the LCD connector, and notice anything that's missing? Well, they're supposed to have a little flap jig here to put pressure on the ribbon down. And they snapped that crap right off. And so that's going to have to be replaced. In addition to that, they also went ahead and did the same thing to their backlight connection. So that's going to have to be replaced too. And let's see. This one ironically looks intact, which is sad because the board that this connects to is cheap and easily replaced. So we got that one and that one. The digitizer connection looks okay. Okay. So we're going to have to take the board out of here and replace those two ribbon connectors. And only then can we find out what else is wrong with this thing. Hopefully nothing. But we're going to work on replacing those. And I'm going to get the board out. And then we'll jump right under the scope and start doing some soldering work. Okay, so we're going to begin with the LCD connector. And this shouldn't be too hard. We're going to hot swap this by bringing the board to a temperature that allows the solder to melt, and then we'll pull that off and put the replacement on. Okay, now I'm going to remove the heat. And those all look like they soldered on perfectly. Yes. A few random pin checks. I can tell that they all look perfect. Okay. Now we need to move on to the other connector. And that's going to be this guy. Alright, I believe that looks perfect. I'm just going to add a little bit more flux. Okay, I'm going to remove the heat. Now I'm going to let the board cool down and we'll do some cleanup. So the most important thing after replacing these connectors is going to be to clean them up really good, because we use a generous amount of flux and flux gets in there, and then you don't want flux in there with your ribbon connection. So you want to spend probably more time cleaning it than the amount of time it took you to solder. Okay, so I gotta wait for all that alcohol to dry before I put this back together, and then we're gonna put it back together and see if everything works and see if the customer broke anything else. And it gives me a moment to talk about the fact that so many repair techs often say you shouldn't work on your own device. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. Should have brought it to a professional. I'm never gonna shit all over you. I can't stand when people say you should not have done that. It's your console. If it's your console, you do whatever you want. Just know the risk. Okay, this customer wanted to replace their sticks. If they had succeeded, they would have saved a lot of money over paying someone else to do it. Because they didn't succeed, they're going to pay a lot more money to have the damage repaired that they caused while they were in there. But that's their choice, and it's their device. Okay, when I was young, I used to work on my own car. And the amount of times that I succeeded in a repair versus the times that I failed and had to take it to a professional was totally worth it. And probably every time I failed, the guys at the mechanic shop thought, oh, look at this guy trying to work on his own car. He should have brought it to us first. He shouldn't have worked on it. And it's like, dude, don't tell me what I should do with my own stuff. My car, my money, my time. My console, my money, my time. I want to work on it if I want to. And so the same should be for you. Okay, I'm going to get this put back together and we're going to see if it works. Okay, so I've got a desk cam up and we're going to power this on for the first time and see if it works. Oh, I should mention, I only have this part of the way assembled. And the reason for that is because the customer has contracted me to deliver them a fully working device, which means that once I get this powered on, I need to check their stick installs and make sure that the sticks aren't faulty. Because if I got to go back in and replace the sticks, I don't want it fully assembled. Anyway, that makes sense. I'm going to hit the power button right here. Ha! Ha ha! Yes! All right, you saw the Nintendo logo. That means the LCD is working and the backlight is working. That is another successful repair. So now I get to get in here and do the rest of the job. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I thought, oh, I just had this thought. I see a lot of repair videos on YouTube where they're like, oh, another shop broke this customer's console. I'm sure that happens. But I would put my money 10 to 1 odds that a lot of times the customer broke it, and because it's so highly criticized that people work on their own devices, they use the line, I brought this to another shop, as a scapegoat to save themselves from humiliation. And you know what? I don't think that that's necessary. I think if you worked on your device and you broke it worse, just own it, man. Say, I thought I'd give it a shot, but it was over my head and now I need some help. And the shop owner is going to respect you a lot more for that. Anyway, that's all I had to say about that. You know what? If you found helpful showing how to replace the screen connectors on a Nintendo Switch Lite, subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, drop a comment, let me know what you think. I appreciate you. And if you'd like us to fix your device, then right after this video, there's information on how you can contact us to do that. Thanks for watching.